about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Cuts out the pass. Mariga. Camera. Mariga.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
In this series, Morocco couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mariga. Now it's Mariga. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Brahim Diaz. And Nesiri. So what can they make of this? Mazraoui. Camera. Ducouré. Mariga. He is through here. Now it's Mariga. Decent chance! Hakimi attempts a clearance. Oh, super find. Mazraoui. Unahi. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz. Great work on the overlap. Hakimi. That's good play. And he's there to clear it. And it's Diaz. Now it's Adli. Now it's En-Nesyri. Takes a shot! Traoré. Ducouré. Camera. It's an inviting looking ball that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aim forwards. And here's En-Nesyri. Mazraoui in acres of space out wide. Oh, nice touch. Looking for a decent ball in. Unahi. Amrabat. Unahi. Over to the left. That's very neat. Can he deliver? Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Haidara. And here's Adli. Nice control. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Adli. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Pete.
Unahi tries a measured ball. That's the keeper's ball. Marega. Chance for a shot! And another crack at goal. It's been a high-tempo start.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
And it's Adli. And here's En-Nesyri. That has found him in acres of space. And here's En-Nesyri. Doucouré. That's really well manoeuvred. Marega. Doucouré. Now who's going to be first to this? Proves too strong. Unahi. Mazraoui. Moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Camera. Traoré. That has been cut short. And it's played forward. Now they can break here. Done delicately. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's hoisted clear. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Danger averted for now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Amrabat, out to the right. Brahim Diaz. And here's Adli. Amrabat. Knocks it out wide. Hakimi. Amrabat. That is good strength. Amrabat, that's a delicate pass. Up he goes! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now that's well seen too. Mazraoui. Aim forwards. That has been knocked clear. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Amrabat. Lofted upfield. And it's Hakimi. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Adli. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Adli. And here's En-Nesyri. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He has missed it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Mali disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Can he spark a counter here? Brahim Diaz. That's really well manoeuvred. Doucouré, gently done. Tries a deft little ball. That looks a good cross. Amrabat gets rid without sophistication. Camera. Unahi. Spread out to the left. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's got away. En-Nesyri. Haidara. Marega. Brahim Diaz. Adli. And it's Mazraoui. And here's Brahim Diaz. Mazraoui has it out wide and in space. And he's cut it out. And it's played forward. Brahim Diaz. Now it's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Camera. Moved on forwards. Clears it away. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Morocco clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Calmly anticipates. He's in plenty of space here. Very nicely done. Delivered in. Cleared away. Mali have reclaimed it. Unahi. Mazraoui. Unahi. That's really well manoeuvred. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Camera. Doucouré. Doucouré shifted upfield. Adli. Haidara. Doucouré. And it's played forward. Mazraoui. And here's Adli. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He's gone direct. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Haidara can get it clear. Traoré. Haidara. Haidara forwards and with intent. Aim forwards. Marega. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Adli. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Unahi. Unahi, gently done. And it's Mazraoui. Out to the left it goes. Marega. Nice physical challenge. Adli. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Amrabat. Hakimi. Lovely feet. Amrabat. And he cuts out the supply. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Marega. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And they can counter here. Now it's Adli. And here's En-Nesyri. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Haidara. Does really well there, strong defending. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Doucouré. Played out to the right. Oh, that was very necessary. Marega. Mali going wide appreciably more than they had been.
Yeah, they're just making more of the increased time on the ball there and asking some interesting questions too. whether it's bringing someone into play or drifting inside. Good movement.
Marega. Camera. Camera. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Hakimi getting this one clear. Unahi. And it's Mazraoui. And here's Brahim Diaz. Adli! Morocco! And Morocco score first! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Ducouré. Marega. It's a threatening ball. Real chance!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Quality ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Mali really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Moved on forwards. And it's Hakimi. He's found a way through. Haidara wins the duel this time. Chance here to counter. Kamara. And they win it back again. Unahi. And the keeper has it.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Morocco are already ahead, the perfect start.
It's been a super start. They've made their intentions clear and they've backed them up.
Played into the middle. And he's there to get it away. Unahi. Amrabat. Spread out to the left. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free in the series. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Haidara. Traoré. Traoré gets a cross in. Traoré has overhit that horribly. Unahi. Morocco leading here after what's been an eventful start to the game. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Doucouré. And it's played forward. Kamara forwards and with intent. Oh, good spread. Traoré picks it up now. Kamara. Great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. That's a lovely, neat pass. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Doucouré. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Hit into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Doucouré.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mazraoui. That's been drilled forward. That's a little off target. Camera. Haidara. It's a throw. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Marega. He slings it in. Oh, what a climb! Traoré. Now here's the delivery. Unahi aim forwards. Do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And he welcomes it in. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Traoré. That's really well manoeuvred. Amrabat. Mazraoui. Oh, there's a probing ball. Calmly anticipates. Mariga. Now it's Mariga. Aimed in towards the centre. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. They've got a corner here. Goes to finish! Really well taken goal. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Marley grabbed the equalizer, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Unahi. Oh, sweet feet. Brahim Diaz does really well. Chance to shoot! Adli. He's well positioned here. He's had a shot! Might be dangerous. Oh, shooting chance! And reclaimed it in a... and he shoots! That's a half-decent try.
Unahi just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Corey. Kamara gently done. That's tidy. Played back in. Danger averted for now. And it's played forward. Brahim Diaz. Now it's in the series. And it's Mazraoui. That is lovely. Unahi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Traoré. He's in plenty of space here. It's run loose here. He came in hard, very hard. Diaz. Corey. Camera. Kamara shifted upfield. Time to deliver. Traore crosses it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Could move up a gear here. Adley forwards and with intent. Camera. And it's Traore. Can he latch on to this? Hakimi clears it away. Unahi. Mazraoui aim forwards. Camera. Doucouré. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Unahi. Amrabat. Mazraoui. Brahim Diaz. In the city! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Crunching tackle. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Camera. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz. Mazraoui. And he's there to clear it. Back into the middle. Unahi. And it's Mazraoui. Kamara, gently done. Brahim Diaz. Cleared away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mazraoui. And he's heaved it away. That'll be a throw-in. Adley. And here's Adley. Mariga. Looking to break at pace. Doucouré. Mariga. Haidari. Oh, he's found support out wide. That has been knocked clear. En-Nesyri. Amrabat. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Clearly not happy with that. And it's Diaz. Traoré. Some good work on the right flank here. He's in plenty of space here. Goes for the header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's hoisted clear. Hakimi attempts a clearance. Played out wide. Mali desperately needs someone to hold up the ball here. Haidara chips it through. Cross goes in there. Defending of the desperate variety. Hakimi. Hakimi goes forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Unahi. Amrabat. Hakimi. And it's played forward. Amrabat. Well, that's well seen too. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Haidara. Adli. Unahi. Mazraoui. Mazraoui forwards and with intent. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Amrabat. Unahi. Moved on forwards. Mazraoui. That is a great pick out. Nice interception, well timed. Played out to the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Succumbs to the pressure. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Morocco keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Mazraoui. Mazraoui, gently done. Doucouré. That's really well manoeuvred. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Marega. Unahi. Could be danger here. They've played it short. Hakimi with the clearance. And the shot! In he goes again! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. Goes for a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Traore plays it short. Haidara opts to play it back. Can he finish? And here's the chance to counter. Nicely intercepted. Marega. Marega. So who's he picking out? Adli. Aim forwards. Unahi. Oh, that's a nice ball. Short changes him with that pass. Unahi. Out to the right. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's played forward. Cuts out the pass. Haidara. Up towards the front line. That has been knocked clear. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Mazraoui. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Doucouré. Haidara. Forwards and with intent. Marega. Adley. Moved on forwards. Wins the duel this time. Cleared without complication. Adley. That's really well manoeuvred. Morocco getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. That has been cut short. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And it's Diaz. Adley. Hakimi charging forward down that flank. Showing good feet. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Haidara, gently done. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Good ball, good take. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's hoisted clear. He has found a way through. And now the breakaway. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get free. And here's Adley. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. And he's there to clear it. It's a throw-in. Brahim Diaz. Adley. Amrabat. And here's Brahim Diaz. And here's Adley. Oh, that's neat. Hakimi gets his head on it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Camera. And it's Traore. He's in plenty of space here. Well read, nice interception. Ball's gone out of play. Traore. Lovely bit of skill. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Unahi. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And it's played forward. And it's Diaz.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Traore, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Haidara. Doucouré. Kamara shifted upfield. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. And the finish! Same again, same outcome. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Great defending, strong and determined. Aim forwards. Camera. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Diaz. Adley given the lift of his goal. And here's En-Nesyri. Out to the left it goes. Brahim Diaz. It's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's trying the shot. Oh, such a clever touch. Turns and goes back. Climbs up big. Goal! Morocco! Into the lead once more. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. A breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Haidara. Camera. Haidara. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Always onto this. And that has been cleared. And claimed it back swiftly. Moved on forwards. Now, what about a counter-attack? Marega. Tries to dink it through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Over to the left. And that was nowhere near his best. And it's played forward. Morocco have got it back and they'll have another go. Mazraoui looking to hit the byline here. Camera. Doucouré is onto it in a flash. Wins the duel this time. Brahim Diaz. Unahi forwards and with intent. Mazraoui looking to get on the end of this. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Doucouré has a look and place it forward. That has been cut short. Mazraoui. En-Nesyri. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Driven forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Traoré. Marega. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. What a throw in. Kamara. Mazraoui. En-Nesyri chasing after it. And it's Diaz. Played out to the right. Oh, that is a... tries a shot! And the ball's come loose here.
En-Nesyri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Doucouré. That's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass. Brahim Diaz. En-Nesyri. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Mali going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Traoré. Traoré played into space, and that's not going to reach. Unahi. Aim forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Searching pass he's played there. Looking for a corner. Chooses to go back. Can he finish? That's another chance. They've scored. They've done it again. It is incredible. Square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Calmly anticipates. Kamara played out towards the right wing. Can he get the shot? A big chance! Oh, that's nice. Oh, good ball. And the shot! Marega. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Muscular approach does pay off here. Great ball if he can get there. Real chance here. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Gets good distance on it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's Adley. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Haidara. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Hakimi forwards and with intent. Haidara. Doucouré. Haidara. Marega. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Adley. Enesiri. Adley. Oh, good spread. Now this could be a chance. Amrabat. And here's Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Kamara attempts a clearance. Marega played out to the right, and the counter is on. Moved on forwards. Oh, such a clever touch. A chance to play it in. Lovely ball and a chance, surely! Traore, and that's aimed into the middle. Now, what about a counter-attack? Hakimi shifted upfield. And that's been won straight back. Brahim Diaz. And here's En-Nesyri closing in on goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Unahi. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Adli. And here's En-Nesyri. And here's Brahim Diaz. Adli. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Morocco have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Haidara. Marega. Ducouré. Camera. Probing pass. Can he latch on to this? Moved on forwards. That has been knocked clear. Amrabat. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. And here's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
En-Nesyri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mazraoui goes short. Adli, foolish header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Ducouré. Haidara. Brahim Diaz. And it's played forward. And it's Mazraoui. That looks a cracking ball. And that is a little undercooked. Amrabat does really well to win the ball there. That's really well manoeuvred. Doucouré. Good play on the left-hand side here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Defending of the desperate variety. The pressing's intense, and it's played. It's a mighty effort! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that was very necessary. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Oh, this was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Amrabat. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Unahi forwards and with intent. That has been knocked clear. Chance to deliver. Defending of the desperate variety. Haidari. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Unahi. Unahi. Adli. No way through, so back it comes. Kamara does really well to win the ball there. Moved on forwards. Out to the right. Traoré. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the pass is intercepted, and it's gone back to the keeper. Doucouré. And it's played forward. Half-time getting close now. Marega. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Mazraoui. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And back to the goalkeeper. Doucouré. Doucouré forwards and with intent. Amrabat. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Hakimi. And it's been played through. It's a great ball. Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter. Doucouré.
Haidara. Oh, he's found support out wide. Marega. Lovely feet. Kamara. Haidara. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Traore with the short one. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Marega. Camera. And it's Traore. There are a few waiting for it. Hakimi. Hakimi, nicely aimed pass. Amrabat. Amrabat shifted upfield. In the series, played out towards the right wing. Plenty waiting in the middle. Adli puts a cross in. Ducouré. Camera. Traore, aim forwards. Marega. Amrabat wins the duel this time. Adli. Hakimi. Mazraoui. Unahi. En-Nesyri. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's hoisted clear. Moved on forwards. Can he spark a counter here? He is through here. Brahim Diaz. Amrabat. Unahi. And it's played forward. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Haidara. Marega. Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Amrabat. Hakimi. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Camera. Oh, nice touch. Marega. Spread out to the left. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
It's hit the crossbar! And they caught Reed. He's missed, but not by that far. And that's aimed into the middle. Too long, and over the line. Unahi. Out to the left it goes. And it's Mazraoui. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's neat. Looking for a decent ball in. Unahi. And here's En-Nesyri. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Aim forwards. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Doucouré, gently done. Unahi. Moved on forwards. Back to the keeper they go. Haidara. Oh, easy pickings there. Unahi. Adley looking for a runner. There will be a throw-in. So who's he picking out? Plays it across. That pass has been well intercepted. Hakimi. Chooses to go back. And it's played forward. So what can they make of this? Unahi. Very nicely done. Marega. Marega! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson for them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be late to play.
Unahi. Aim forwards. And it's Masraoui. And here's En-Nesyri. Chance! Oh, that is asking for trouble. And here's Brahim Diaz. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And he cuts out the supply. Moved on forwards. Played into space out wide. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. And it's played forward. We are into stoppage time. Well timed, excellent interception. Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. And here's Adli. Oh, it's come loose. Marega. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now it's Marega. Showing good feet. A chance to play it in. Keeper's dealt with that. Brahim Diaz. Doucouré. Camera. Traoré. Marega. And a chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Over to the left. Picks it up out wide. Masraoui. Traoré with a fine tackle. Tries to get it clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And it's Adli. Unahi. And here's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri! More pressure on the opposition goal. Traore. Camera. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Unahi. Amrabat. Unahi. Unahi, gently done. Brahim Diaz. Traore. Shot a goal! It's a loose ball. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! Can he stop it going out? That's really well cleared. Marega. Camera. Great chance! Oh, it's come loose. Time to deliver. Oh, great chance! And the shot! And it's Haidara. Traore. Played back in. He's in a great position.
That the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. And if he just shapes to shoot!
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Marega. Cuts out the pass. Unahi. Mazraoui. And Nasiri. And he's all... Can he finish? Straight at the keeper.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Camera. Traore. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Quality ball. Marega. Unahi. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Mazraoui. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Unahi. Oh, there's a probing ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Traoré. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Deep cross. Hakimi getting this one clear. Adli. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Haidara. Crosses it in. That has been knocked clear. Traoré. It's a loose ball. Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Amari Traoré cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
And it's Traoré. Swings wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Mazraoui. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. Camera. Hakimi. Unahi. Aim forwards. In the series, now he's off and running. Doucouré. Haidara. Marega. And he's on a charge. Hit into the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Brahim Diaz. It's a quick ball upfield. Haidara gets over and intercepts. Marega. And a chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Unahi. Moved on forwards. In the series, is onto it in a flash. Traoré. And it's played forward. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Doucouré. Camera. Traoré. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's there to get rid. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mazraoui shifted upfield. Camera. Decore. Haidara. Marega. Can he get onto this? Clears it away. Now it's En-Nesyri, and he's running through. Now it's Adli. And it's Hakimi.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Cleared away. Brahim Diaz. Plenty to aim at here. He's having a shot! Kamara, gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. Unahi. Plays it out wide. And he's there to clear it. There are a few waiting for it. Spread out to the left. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Decore. Haidara forwards and with intent. Camera. Traore. Oh, red, nice interception. Brahim Diaz. Adli. Hakimi. Amrabat. Hakimi, aim forwards. He can get that clear. Traore. Driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Well, that was well positioned, and
The referee's awarded a free kick. Now it's Adli. Hakimi has it in a wide position. Brahim Diaz goes for a shot! Adli. Traore. Marega. Drives it in. Hakimi can get it clear. And it's hoisted clear. Out of it back and can go again. Traore gets across, climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Unahi. And it's played forward. And it's Mazraoui. Proves too strong. Camera. Moved on forwards. Marega. Doucouré. Camera. Doucouré. That's really well manoeuvred. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's put paid to a promising move. Hakimi aim forwards. And that is as far as they're going to go. Traore. Doucouré. Moved on forwards. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Mali have reclaimed it. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's Doucouré. Camera. Turns and goes back. That's going to go a long way. And it's played forward. Mazraoui. Decent progress down the left. And it's lofted through here. Can he get onto this? Cleared away. It'll be a throw-in. Brahim Diaz. Camera. It's a good run down the right. Calmly anticipates. Marega. And that has been clubbed away. And that's been won straight back. Amrabat. Amrabat. Now he's got space here. He's through here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's a lovely, neat pass. That has been cut short. Hakimi. Unahi. Mazraoui. Amrabat. Unahi. Unahi forwards and with intent. Doucouré. Haidara. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Amrabat. Unahi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, they could be caught out here. It is quite a run he's making here. Oh, it's come loose. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Wins the duel this time. Camera. Marega. Looking here to chip it through. Traore crossed in once more. That has been knocked clear. Tries a shot! Decent enough try. Deftly away. And it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Marega. Camera. Marega. Camera. En-Nesyri being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Unahi. En-Nesyri, now he's off and running. And he cuts out the supply. Doucouré. Aim forwards. And it's Diaz. And here's En-Nesyri.
Oh, sweet feet.
Unahi. Played with finesse. Tries to get it clear. Adli. And he thumps it clear. Mazraoui. Brahim Diaz. En-Nesyri. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's tidy. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Unahi. Moved on forwards. Does really well to win the ball there. Traore. Nice physical challenge. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a clearance, but not shot a goal! Mazraoui. Morocco can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Mariga. Out to the left it goes. Nice control. Mariga. Oh, shooting chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Bruno, long ball by the goalkeeper. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Mali clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There's the delivery. Adli. Could move up a gear here. Brahim Diaz shifted upfield. Lovely bit of skill. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Clipped into space. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Amrabat. Played out to the right. It's a good-looking delivery. Adli! Adli! Now it's Mariga. Driving forward. Kamara. Camera. Brahim Diaz. And the counter-attack is on for Morocco. En-Nesyri. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Over to the left. Played into the middle. And that's been well dealt with. That's really well manoeuvred. And now the breakaway. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he shoots! Bruno sends that a long way. Mariga. That's good play. And he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's in a good position here. Chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper's got good distance on that. Camera. Kamara, gently done. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Mazraoui. En-Nesyri. Spread out to the left. That's very neat. Can he deliver?
Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz.
Played out to the left flank. Out to the left it goes. He's got to be in, and he's had a shot! Could be danger here. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. He's found the way through. Mariga. Traore did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Brahim Diaz.
Unahi. Unahi.
Brahim Diaz.
Haidara. Aim forwards. Hakimi makes the interception.
Brahim Diaz.
Mazraoui. He is just caressing the ball. So who's he picking out? There's the shot! Oh, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Marley, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Has a look and place it forward.
Brahim Diaz.
Amrabat. Moved on forwards. Camera. Kamara. Played into space out wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. And it's Diaz. Hakimi. Over to the left. That is lovely. A chance to play it in.
Brahim Diaz.
Spread out to the left. Clears it away. Looking to break at pace. Mariga. That's a nicely weighted pass. Real chance! It's anyone's ball now. Hakimi gets it clear. Haidara. Nice control. Out to the left it goes. Camera. Traore. Out to the right. Traore crosses it in. Adli. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure.
Brahim Diaz.
Unahi. That's really well manoeuvred. And well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Camera. Mariga. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Haidara. Can he latch on to this?
Oh, nice touch.
Gets it away. Corey. Camera. Not the most accurate pass.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Adli. Amrabat. Unahi, aim forwards. Najraoui. Unahi. Over to the left. Unahi. And here's Brahim Diaz. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Proves too strong. And it's Diaz. Well timed, excellent interception. Marega. Traore. Camera. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Brahim Diaz.
And they can counter here. Unahi. Najraoui. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's En-Nesyri. And it's Mazraoui. Unahi.
Brahim Diaz.
Hakimi.
Brahim Diaz.
Unahi.
Brahim Diaz.
Unahi.
Brahim Diaz.
Hakimi. And it's played into the middle. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Traore, gently done. Kamara. Mariga. Ambitious ball here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, they're being cut out too much for my liking. It's not rocket science.
Bruno sends that a long way. Unahi. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Cuts out the pass. Moved on forwards. Hakimi. And it's Hakimi. And here's Adli.
Brahim Diaz.
And he's there to get it away. And here's Brahim Diaz.
Brahim Diaz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Haidara. Haidara forwards and with intent. Over to the left.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Adli.
Brahim Diaz.
Amrabat. Camera. Haidara. Hakimi. And here's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kamara. Muscular approach does pay off here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gets the shot away! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Amrabat.
Brahim Diaz.
And it's played forward. En-Nesyri chasing after it. Doucouré. Camera. Doucouré. That's really well manoeuvred. Unahi. And it's Mazraoui. Mazraoui going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Oh, sweet feet.
Unahi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Marega.
Brahim Diaz.
Now it's En-Nesyri. That has been cut short. Unahi. Morocco to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Moved on forwards. Doucouré shifted upfield. Marega. Here's a shot!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Brahim Diaz.
And it's Adli. Hakimi. Can he get onto this? Adli picks it up out wide. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
And the shot! Oh, that was close.
Unahi.
Brahim Diaz.
That's been drilled forward.
Great defending, strong and determined. Doucouré. Camera. Up towards the front line. Is onto it in a flash.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mazraoui. Aim forwards.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter. With this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
They've got rid. Doucouré.
He's making a real surge on the left.
Caresses it through.
Lovely bit of skill. Plenty waiting in the middle.
Brilliantly cut out. Unahi attempts a clearance. Now who's going to be first to this?
That's tidy.
Elects to cross. And he thumps it clear. And here's Brahim Diaz. And it's Mazraoui. Mazraoui. Hakimi. Now it's En-Nesyri. And here's Adli. Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. That's an excellent interception. Do have a chance to counter here. Oh, good spread.
Played out to the right. He's got away. Out to the right. Fires it in low. Cleared without complication.
Traore.
Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Adli.
Brahim Diaz.
Now it's Adli. And it's Hakimi. And here's Adli. Now it's Adli. The ball goes in.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Camera. Moved on forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mazraoui. And it's played forward. Amrabat. Amrabat shifted upfield. Haidara. Mariga. And he's lost his man here. Amrabat. Aim forwards. Unahi. Wins the duel this time. Traore. It's gone out for a throw-in. Unahi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Amrabat. Unahi. Oh, can he get onto this? Well read, nice interception. Camera.
Traore.
Looks across and plays it in. That'll be a throw. En-Nesyri spread out to the left. Camera. Looking for a decent ball in. In it comes. Oh, smashing header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Brahim Diaz.
Amrabat.
Adli really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
A lot of space ahead of him. Oh, that's nice. Marega. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a throw. Marega. Now it's Marega. Unahi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Amrabat forwards and with intent.
And Nasiri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Takes a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
That's really well manoeuvred. Ball is over the line. Marega. Traoré. Kamara. And he's got his cross in. Bruno claims it, and the danger passes. Marega. Amrabat with the slide tackle there. And Nasiri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Brahim Diaz. He's beaten the last man.
In the city!
Goal! Morocco!
And again they hit the front.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Into the lead. Ducouré. Camera. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And Nasiri. Unahi. Amrabat. Adli.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Camera. Aim forwards. Marega.
And the finish! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Mali can make their change now with a break in play. Moved on forwards. Amrabat shifted upfield.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Played with finesse.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Amrabat. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Kamara forwards and with intent. Lobbed in behind.
Mali really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And Nasiri. Mazraoui. Kamara gets good distance on it. Unahi. Amrabat. Adli.
Brahim Diaz.
Adli does really well to win the ball there.
Morocco surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Out to the left it goes. Clipped into space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. But there's going to be another change here.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Lovely feet. Marega. Amrabat wins the duel this time.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Great position here. Goes down, but nothing given.
Mali really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Hakimi. And Nasiri. In with the challenge. Traore gently done. Doucouré. Now this is an adventurous run down that lane.